Welcome back. Since we've been gone, I have found out that next week now is in fact not part of the news division at TSTV. In fact, they have not won a single National Student Production Award. Anyways, if you haven't kept up with Zac Efron since Neighbors 2, he's still hot and only sells looks, but also slaying women. Recently, we've seen controversy surrounding the upcoming biopic about infamous serial killer Ted Bundy. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile is set to release later this year. The reactions are mixed. Some people hate Ted Bundy and are upset that Zac Efron, a well-known sexy guy, will be portraying him. Others say that Ted Bundy's story should be told accurately, and that in order to be accurate, you've got to make him hot. Both of these sides make some points. However, there is a subcategory of the latter that's just strange. Here to tell us more about this is serial killer fanatic and certified teenage girl, Stacy from down the street.
Hey! Oh no! Hey! I'm sorry about that. I'm so honored to be here, you know?
We're glad to have you, Stacy. Now, tell us about your feelings towards Ted
Theodore Robert Bundy.
I mean, yeah, that's Ted Bundy's full name.
Don't say my husband's name.
Your husband?
Well, he's not like my husband, like for real, but I mean, have you seen his smile? Imagine him smiling at me right now as we kiss in the moonlight. Like, ah! Doesn't that thought just make you feel something?
Well, it makes me feel something, but aside from that, what's your take on the new Zac Efron biopic about him?
Ted and I have a long history together. I may not have ever known him in real life, but I feel like we have a strong connection. And the connection tells me that he's really excited for people to see the new movie. And whatever Ted thinks, I think.
There's some people out there that think Zac Efron is a little too hot to play Ted Bundy. What's your take on that?
Okay, well, those people obviously don't know what they're talking about. I think that they just because Teddy killed a couple people, suddenly he's ugly and has no soul. I'm willing to see past that and accept him for who he is.
But how can you do that? Doesn't it shock you that he took so many lives?
I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a Scorpio, so I don't hold grudges, and I'm a forgiving and loyal person, and I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that.
Stacy, are you okay?
It's not your business. It's not any of your business if Steve cheated on me with that whore, Kimberly. Or if my dad lied about the candy in the basement. I just want to be understood.
Wait, what? I was just...
I don't even need to be here anymore. I don't need to be here anymore. You'll never understand me. Or Ted. I'm leaving.
But I was just...
But honestly, thank you for having me here. It was so nice. We should do lunch sometime. I'll schedule you in. Bye.
What is this show? Let's just wrap it up already. So, The Bachelor's a virgin. If you've ever been within 47 miles downwind of any sorority house in the country, then you've probably heard of ABC's hit reality show, The Bachelor. In an aggressively heterosexual mansion, 25 women compete for the affections of one man, with the show eventually culminating to a marriage proposal. Because just like how the old Bible story goes, it's not Adam and Steve, it's Adam and Eve, and Angela, and Pamela, and Sandra, and Rita, and Monica, and Erica, and Rita, and Tina, and Sandra, and Mary, and Jessica, and Amber, and Amber, and Amber, and Caitlin, but spelled with a Y this time. Anyway, the most recent season of The Bachelor made waves with audiences across America as their leading man freely admitted to being a virgin well into his 20s. That's right, a 26-year-old All-American former football player has never done the humpy squirty, and he's proud of it. However, many people applauded the choice to cast a virgin bachelor, as it put abstinence on the map as a viable lifestyle option. And with this recent season being such a smash hit, the producers are already looking toward the next season of The Bachelor, this time putting a much more marginalized lifestyle on America's radar. That's right, the next season of The Bachelor will feature the show's very first pedophile bachelor. A 47-year-old man named Steve Ramboni, who works as a middle school gym teacher in Nebraska. Surrounded by 25 boys aged 9 to 14, Steve will embark on the journey of a lifetime to find that perfect sex crime, to find that perfect young boy to commit a sex crime onto. Critics are expecting this decision to be wildly popular. After all, Hollywood loves a good old-fashioned predator. Of course, The Bachelor wouldn't be The Bachelor without entertaining events and competitive mini-games. The young boys will compete in several challenges, such as dressing up as altar boys and running through an obstacle course in order to ring the altar bell. In another challenge, the boys will be tasked with going around the neighborhood and identifying themselves as sex offenders to every neighbor before the time limit is up. The rose ceremony is also getting an update. Instead of giving out roses to those who make it through another week, Steve will bring his own personal twist and bring out red crayons to the competitors instead. This is because the competitors are children, and children love coloring. Ultimately, the next season of The Bachelor is going to pave the way for many more members of the ever-growing pedophile community. Kevin Spacey and Bryan Singer, two powerful men unfairly ostracized for their decisions, will find redemption with the story of Steve. Kevin Spacey will go on to become a motivational speaker touring middle schools around the country, whereas Bryan Singer will pass out in his celebratory bowl of oatmeal and die of suffocation. Luckily, though, his death will make him a martyr for the cause, propelling the pedophile community out of the shadows of Hollywood and into the world of monetization where it belongs. And Steve, well, let's just say Steve is in for the journey of a lifetime. We can't wait to see where The Bachelor goes next. This has been the most embarrassing 30 minutes of my life. I really don't know how I will ever look my mother and father in the eyes again. The final prediction of the night is that you will tune in to the show again next week, but I will not be here. Good night.